Y'all, it looks like Ryan Anderson is finally doing what we've all been telling him to do, moving on. He's recently been featured on a couple of videos with some real baddies. One of which he was at a barbecue with and she was twerking all over him and he reached down and gave that booty a little tap. People are saying that she's his new girlfriend, and the whole internet has been enamored with his flirtatious interactions with TikTok creator Amber J. And let me tell you, Gypsy Rose is absolutely losing it. She went on a crazy live rant about the situation and has recently gone out of her way to get a paternity test so they could allegedly all move on. I hope you're all ready because Gypsy Rose is always the tea and I'm bringing it today. First, let's check out the videos that Ryan was in.
I'm so not threatened by you. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You're just mad because I have a Chad.
In case you aren't aware, that soundbite is Gypsy Rose herself in response to an awesome content creator that you'll probably see featured later in this video called Flawless Nina. It's comical that Ryan is out here poking fun at old Gyp Chip this way. The video's now gotten more than 1 million likes. It's captioned, "What are you doing here?" So people are speculating that Ryan came into the woman's place of work and she got him to do this TikTok video with her. Someone said, "Girl, you're a genius asking to do this and you know it." Another person wrote, "Gypsy rocking back and forth, yanking her hair out, saying to Ken, 'Tell me I'm prettier than her.' Babe, you are. Say it louder, Ken. I don't believe you." But this one sums up how I feel about it. Ryan's thuggery is bold and adorable, and Gypsy let that one slide. But the second video definitely ended up on her FYP. Mama Tot even commented on saying, "Ryan," with a laughing emoji. The video in question was first posted by the creator, Jamo Fasho, then reposted by other people. It's captioned, "When the intrusive thoughts win. Lol, he touched the butt." I'm happy for Ryan. Honestly, when did we see him dancing up on Gypsy and touching her butt like that? The whole internet seems to be here for this new era. This person wrote, "LOL, we need a show called Ryan Finds Love, Life After Gypsy Rose on TLC stat." To which the video creator replied, "I'm down to be the wingman." That wasn't the video Gypsy saw though. She saw the one that 420 Mimi posted that showed this video, but spliced the video of Gypsy crying from life after lockup at the end of it with the caption, "Gyp shit losing it because she knows Ryan is closer than ever, telling all her secrets." Now this is where stuff goes off the rails. Gypsy left this comment on 420 Mimi's video. "He is only oh so brokenhearted when he is on live receiving gifts using my name for sympathy and clout. This is so double standard." The creator clapped back at her saying, "Leave Ryan alone. You did this to him, then try to make him look like the bad guy. You caused all of this. Nobody feels sorry for you. Now you're pregnant with a man that clearly doesn't care for you like you do him." Now let's remember, Gypsy's in her unbothered era, like she said on her Instagram. "I don't care for anyone's drama. I don't care about having a lot of friends. I also really don't care whether you like me or not either. This chapter is personal. It's about my kids, my family, and my happiness. Anything outside of my little family is just noise to me. It's irrelevant." The fact that Ryan's antics caused her to short circuit shortly after she said that is comedy gold. But even as she posted about being unbothered, Gypsy was trying to take shots at Ryan. "Yeah, we heard you tried spending $12K on a ticket." And Gypsy replied, "Correct, using my money." He failed to mention how Ryan blew through thousands of dollars of my money on gambling. I have all the receipts of that too. Somebody basically asked her how the heck they got gambling receipts, and Gypsy said, "LOL, not actual receipts, I have bank statements." And Conspiracy asked her, "Gambling what? Let's see the receipts then." Honestly, Ryan letting it slip that Gypsy tried to take $12K to buy Taylor Swift concert tickets is mild compared to all the trash she's talked about him. Like how he's a food hoarder and he snores, and that she was afraid he'd start hitting her. I personally think there's a lot more he could say, he just doesn't because he's hoping she'd come back to him. Now, because Gypsy got backlash from the comment on the TikTok video, Gypsy went live to clear the air.
Why I put the comment that I put on a video that I seen of Ryan dancing with a woman. How do I put this? I want Ryan to move on. And this, like, I don't talk about Ryan in my lives because I don't want to. Like, I don't have to, I don't want to. I have lots of other things to talk about. So yesterday when I came across this video, for the last, I want to say, couple weeks, Ryan has increasingly kind of gotten on my nerves. I mean, he was my husband. I can say that, okay? And we are still technically married.
She went on to say that people who are going through divorce just sort of argue and take shots at each other back and forth.
I'm not going to say we're on bad terms, but we're not on good terms. We're just on terms. So, when I seen the video, I was not jealous. I am happy for him. If he wants to go and dance with a million girls, if he wants to go to a club, cool, I'm happy. I don't care. Like, I want him to find someone and I want him to be happy. But what I am disappointed in is society. So it was not even Ryan's video that kind of like made me frustrated. It was society's view of this situation.
Not her saying we're on terms. I honestly hope that catches on. That was the pettiest thing I've heard in a minute. But then she goes on to whine about how people are happy for Ryan to move on, but not for her moving on. And I'd argue there's a difference. Ryan didn't cheat on you, Gypsy, and then go run off with his ex and get pregnant while he's still married to you. I mean, that'd make for even better TV if he did. But regardless, that's why people are against you. It's not sexism.
And then I broke Ryan's heart. I left the marriage. I was not a good wife. I could totally admit where I'm wrong in that situation. But I did file for divorce. I did go ahead and make that separation legally. And then got with Ken. And I'm happy. I'm happy in my life and I want Ryan to be happy.
First of all, there aren't many people who have to go live to try and convince the world that they're so happy with their lives. But second, just because you filed for divorce doesn't mean everyone has to forgive you for doing Ryan dirty in the first place. Seems to me like Gypsy got this, look, I apologized and got my punishment, so everything's good now, sort of entitled mentality from her prison experience, and it's not a good look. Then she actually says she's been classy about the situation.
For the most part, I've been very classy. I might not have always been classy, but I have been trying to be classy about the situation. And I just want him to give me that same respect too. He doesn't have to, but it would be nice. And I think the bigger picture here is there is a child in this situation. It's not his child, so I know that it's not his problem, but there is a child involved. And right now, me and him are acting very childish of our own. And we both need to grow the fuck up. Because it's not about him, it's not about me, it's not about Ken, it's about this baby. This baby is innocent in all of this. This baby didn't ask to be brought into the situation. So the grown-up thing to do would be for the both of us to stop this tit-for-tat game. And once the divorce is final.
That part right there has a lot of people upset with her because it seems like she's using the fact that she's pregnant with another man's child in an attempt to manipulate Ryan's actions. It's just crazy that she's out here taking shots at Ryan and then backing up and being like, whoa, let's not be childish. I'm pregnant, guys. Now, on top of that, Gypsy recently revealed that she did a non-invasive prenatal paternity test or NIP test and said that the results were that her boyfriend Ken is the father of her unborn baby. But internet sleuths have found the information that she gave in regard to her supposed paternity test to be bogus. Flawless Nina is going to show us here how Gypsy didn't just go take a paternity test.
Y'all, allegedly, Gypsy Rose scammed us on the paternity test. Y'all, I went down this deep hole to figure out what was going on. So this is DDC Diagnostic Center. So I said, where in Louisiana is a location? These are all the locations that they have in the United States. None of them say Louisiana. Then I started searching and it says home paternity test. I was saying to myself, am I sure it's a home paternity test? Let me look to see if I could find a location. Well, I found this. I marked it out because I don't want to dox the people. But it's in Ohio, right? Now her test also says Ohio. Here you go. So did she say she was taking a paternity test and she was taking an at-home paternity?
I don't know about you, but an at-home DIY paternity test sounds pretty ratchet to me, but it gets even crazier. Apparently, the results that Gypsy posted don't match the paperwork that the DDC uses.
This would be a sample of the test from there. I want you to look at this one more time, and we're going to go back and look at her. Here we go.
Another creator said that the sample is the template the company's been using since 2023 and that there isn't a new one yet. Why would Gypsy put out fake test results? Hold up, it gets crazier.
So I went on the website to see where she got her DNA test done to be sent off. And the website from the company that she allegedly uses does not have a location anywhere near her. So I went to the website again and I put in her reference number and her case number and looked at all different areas of this. It doesn't fucking exist yet. It's not activated, but yet she got electronic results with fake ass signatures on them.
Her reference number isn't activated yet, but somehow she has results. That's sus. Now listen to when this creator tries to call the company to ask some questions about the test.
Hello, and please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Are you or someone in your household 60 years of age or older? Hello and congratulations. Just for calling today, we're offering you a free medical alert device. You know, it's the...
So I already called once and it said this same bullshit. It's pre-recorded.
Take advantage of this special offer and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with 24/7. If you are currently enrolled in Medicare Part A and Part B,
So you think you're going to a live agent?
on a recorded line. Can you hear me okay?
Fake, fake, fake. Watch.
Great. So with our promotion,
See?
we actually have the opportunity to receive a free medical alert device. So congratulations. You know, it's that little button you wear on your neck that you press in case of an emergency or even a fall.
This whole thing's fake. It's all fucking...
One notable thing that's missing from Gypsy's document is a stamp. This commenter says, "I've had the exact tests done. These were the results. You're correct, the stamp is missing." What stamp? This one. See the stamp from the notary in the bottom left? Yeah, Gypsy's isn't notarized. That's a small thing, but it's a surefire way to know that it's not authentic. Beyond that, the test that she allegedly took is inaccurate.
NIPP or NIPT testing is not approved by the United States Food and Drug Administration. And the reason being is because they are not accurate or reliable. And you can feel free to look into that yourself, but there's a lot of other issues that come along with this non-invasive type of testing while the baby is still in utero. And part of that is if the mother has health issues or has genetic issues, the blood test from the mother can actually cause issues with obtaining any kind of fetal cells that may be in there and isolating them to then test. But to go into that in a simpler way, it's also not admissible in a court of law.
Now, we already knew that Gypsy running off and getting a paternity test on her own wasn't going to be admissible in court. But what a lot of people didn't know is that the particular type of test that she says she took wouldn't have been accurate for just a whole bunch of reasons, one of the main ones being that Gypsy herself has genetic conditions.
The NIPP or the NIPT is specifically that Gypsy Rose herself has a chromosome disorder. She has a microdeletion of a chromosome, and you can look into that, but there's other things that can cause issues with the NIPP and the NIPT testing, and that is why it is not largely used for an accurate result of who the paternity of that child.
And apparently this test is inaccurate 3/4 of the time.
Ways that they can do testing, it's just not something that she can wave around like Gypsy Rose Blanchard and the narcissist that she is. She wouldn't be able to wave that around in everybody's faces and say, haha, see, look, because NIPP and NIPT testings can have up to a 70% failure rate, which means that they're not accurate. They're not accurate enough for the scientific, medical, or legal community to uphold it legally, medically, or scientifically.
So this test she allegedly took isn't just inaccurate, but straight up fails 3/4 of the time, and the paperwork she supplied is proven to be erroneous at best. But why? Well, she literally put these results right after her blowing a gasket about Ryan and then doing that live stream. And as Flawless Nina tells it, Gypsy went out with her scheming little friend, Bree. And suddenly we have these funky test results up.
She allegedly went to lunch with Bree yesterday. After you go to lunch with Bree, you pop up with this result? Now you know Bree is good with the handy dandy rent-a-center laptop that she has, right? So do we think that maybe they could have did something? Because why do those paternity tests not look the same at all? That's the sample. Why does it not look like the sample? And I also called and they said that the sample is the standard test, the way it would look. So is Gyp lying?
She seems to think that Gypsy went out with her girl and then the two hatched the plan to create a fraudulent document. And if she's right, that's crazy. It's an interesting theory for sure, but I will say that the timing of everything is also interesting. Why would she do this? Nina has thoughts on that too.
Did she do this because she had that spiral and it didn't turn out the way she wanted it to? What happened?
If I were a betting woman, I'd say that if this really is allegedly how everything went down, then it isn't just to cover up that spiral. I think that if she really cooked these paternity documents up and then posted them publicly, allegedly, then it was to mess with Ryan. See, Ryan's been holding out hope that Gypsy would come running back to him at some point. Even after she got pregnant, it hasn't been that long ago that he was telling us that she still talks to him and she was trying to see him and that somebody didn't let her. I think the thought that the baby could be his is keeping him going and she knows that. But finding out it's Ken's would really take the air out of his sails. And I think that would be the reason she'd do it. She just had to get one more shot in and really go for the throat. But if she did that, that's just dirty. Poor Ryan, he can't even go and have fun and touch some booty without someone trying to make him feel bad about it. And meanwhile, Gypsy is whole ass pregnant by another man. Anyway, that's what I think about the subject. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!